The Buddha's statue is dignified and majestic. Even the wind came to play with banners in a manner of showing respect. This is good. This is not right. Banners are not moving, either is the wind. Your heart has been disturbed by the worldly scene, master. Who is this monk? He comes so late, yet he acts so arrogantly. Master, don't be obsessed with appearance. Which sect does he belong to? He looks like Monk Excellence. Monk Excellence? Is he from some anonymous sect? Monk Excellence, number 7 of the top 10 talents of the Tang Empire and one of the contemporary arhats in the Rosefinch Temple. He hasn't reached the pre-celestial stage, but he is also an expert on Buddhist theory. His title was given by the emperor. After leaving the Rosefinch Temple, he has been traveling across the world for years. I didn't expect him to show up here. I wonder what kind of wise speech he will give us today. The banners didn't move and the wind was still. It was my heart that had been stirred. I see. I knew it. The development of martial arts in this world is advanced. But these ancient people can't acquire information as fast as modern people do. Their discussions must be finished face to face. Some classic Buddhist theories haven't shown up yet. In my previous life, I was constantly harassed by girls. I found I couldn't stand them anymore, so I went to a temple to cultivate and meditate. I didn't shave my head and join them as a real monk, but I spent a lot of time in the temple chanting scriptures and listening to Buddhist lectures. I remember my master at that time once said I was a smart and talented man. It shouldn't be difficult for me to play a monk. Let me see if there are any differences and similarities between this world and my original world when it comes to Buddhism. Are you Monk Excellence from the Rosefinch Temple? Yes. I've been traveling in the Han Empire since I left the Tang Empire. I heard there would be a Buddhist meeting when I walked by Luoyang City, so I came here to visit. I heard your name. It's my honor to finally meet you. Please take a seat on the lotus platform and discuss Buddhism with us. He conjured this stone lotus out of nowhere and lifted me up without any effort. He's lived up to his reputation. Sure. Masters, I have one thing that bothers me. Could you guys help me solve the problem before the lecture begins? Monk Excellence just said the banners didn't move, either the wind. What does it mean exactly? These people haven't heard about the classic story? When Buddha mentions the highest wisdom, he doesn't mean to talk about the highest wisdom. In fact, good deeds and congruence should be the highest wisdom, so he's preaching kindness. Form is emptiness and emptiness is form. Form is not other than emptiness. Emptiness is not other than form. The same is true with feelings. Am I right, Monk Excellence? Can you speak in human language, Master? You are right, but not completely right. The appearances of things were generated from our minds. The situation will change based on our mindset. If your mind is filled with belief, everything you do will improve your cultivation. Use your heart to feel Buddhism and you will recreate everything with your mind. Whatever, I will just spit some nonsense. Modern Buddhism is too inclusive. Explanations for one term may be different, and every one of them can make sense. I can deliver everything in the most confusing manner so they will think I'm so mysterious. Recreate everything with your heart. I see. I'm impressed, Monk Excellence. However, if your heart is filled with belief, what does that mean? Master, I still can't understand. Let me tell you a story then. One day, 2 monks came to a river. They saw a young girl standing by the river. She wanted to cross the river, but she was afraid her clothes would get wet. One of the monks helped her and carried her across the river. The other monk was confused. It was improper for a man to be so close to a girl, let alone he is a monk. He clearly broke the rule. The other monk questioned his deed. That monk, however, answered, I've already crossed the river, but you are still soaking in the water. I have let it go, but why are you still so obsessive with the question? I get it now. Thanks for enlightening me, Master. Bullshit. Monk Wujia from the Wushang sect. Wushang sect? That monk Wujia from the Wushang sect? This demonic monk tended to show up on the 3rd day every year. Why did he come 1 day earlier this year? Let it go. Why did you decide to study Buddhism in the first place? Answer me. I want to become an arhat and jump out of reincarnation. I shall have no desire or lust. Ha! What a joke! Becoming an arhat is your desire. How can you even let everything go this way? Can you answer my question? Huh. Well, becoming an arhat? Isn't this a theory from Hinayana? Is everyone cultivating Hinayana in this world? Buddha is totally different from humans. Why should we abandon our desires then? Sticking to the harsh rules and cultivating without desires is impossible. If you want to become an arhat, you must embrace your inferiority as a human, just like me. Rules won't impede me because I only follow my desire. seeking the slightest trace of wisdom in this bustling world is the right cultivation method. I can't agree, Monk Wujia. We shouldn't pursue Buddhism for results. We pursue Buddhism for Buddhism itself. Have I made myself clear? Ridiculous. I can't understand what they are discussing right now, but clearly, they have both been practicing Hinayana at this point. All I need to do is... I've answered Monk Wujia's question. What is your opinion, Monk Excellence? I agree that Buddha is totally different from humans. However, the Buddha used to be a human, and a human can become the Buddha. The Buddha used to be a human, and a human can become the Buddha? How can humans become Buddhas? This is nonsense. What kind of monk are you? You don't even know the basic knowledge of Buddhism. Are you really a monk? Ha ha ha, good for you, Monk Excellence. Everyone says the Wushang sect was a demonic sect, but you are even worse than us. You mean you want to become the Buddha? You have my respect though. I like maniacs. The Buddha used to be a human, and a human can become the Buddha? Is Buddha as low as human or human as high as Buddha? Is he trying to say that animals are the highest after all? Bullshit. It's plants, no, it's the dead never changes, they are the rulers of the universe. I get it now, to think is to sin, we all commit sins. I am the Buddha, I can do whatever I want. You are bewitched by the evil monk's words, chant tranquilizing scripture with me now. Nonsense, he humiliated the Buddha. Monk Excellence is such an evil monk, we were fooled by his fame. How could you call yourself a believer? Amitabha. According to Hinayana, there is only one Buddha. People can only become arhats no matter how hard they try. The theory I just brought up belongs to Mahayana. Of course they can't accept it. But other achieved Buddhists seem like they just got my point. They are masters indeed. Huh! The leader is trying to give me a hard time? Monk Excellence, you want to become the Buddha? I shall listen to my fate, I won't force anything. What did that master from my previous life answer? It's pretty much the same. Monk Excellence, why do you want to become the Buddha? I want to release people from pain and death. If everyone can become the Buddha, why do they need your rescue? Buddhism is hidden deep in their body, they just need guidance. I get it now. You humiliated the Buddha, Monk Excellence. Abbot Quan Qing, don't let him get away with it. Daoyuan, what is your opinion? If other people said that, I would deem them as heresy. But Monk Excellence looked so confident when he mentioned this theory, he must have understood something special. I don't know why, but his words resonated with me. It's just that his theory is too shocking for everyone. I think they won't let him continue anymore. Here, wooden fish, 3 knocking to awake everyone, so their sanity will be with them. Phew, what a refreshing sound, I feel so peaceful right now. What were we even doing just now? Amitabha. Your hearts have been disturbed, people. The lecture shall not continue. Since the Wushang sect has arrived, we should start the debate ahead of time. They decided to start the Buddhist debating right now. I thought I had to wait until tomorrow. It saved me a lot of trouble though. The Buddhist debating begins. No matter which sect you belong to, people, you can step forward and enter the trial at any time. But today's meeting is about Buddhist theory instead of martial arts, so pre-celestial stage monks are not allowed to participate. Anyone who makes it to the 3rd round can use the relic for a 15-minute practice. The winner can use it for 7 days. The relic of the founder of the Soul Temple is a treasure. You can use it to contact the founder's spirit and discuss Buddhism with him. You can still have a chance to practice with it even you're not the winner this year. This is such a great opportunity. Monk Excellence, please. Amitabha. I can use the relic if I can make it to the 3rd round. I have a bigger chance to get the fragment then. No matter how hard the test will be, the disciples of the Wushang sect shall never flinch. Tu Wangxing, let me see how much you've improved today. From the Wushang sect, Tu Wangxing. The trial is about to begin. Please stay as far as possible in case you would get hurt. I wonder what is the first round like. Monk Excellence, your opinion about Buddhism is quite unique. You have my respect, but the winner of the Buddhist debating will be me. Then please show me what you've got. Why does this guy act like a flashy idiot? My master is about to display a little realm now. Please keep it quiet, guys. Senior 2, please soothe your mind, or you won't be able to get into your dream and start the trial. From the Soul Temple, Xie Yan. Soothe your ass, I don't care. Your ass or my ass, it doesn't matter. This must be the first disciple of the Soul Temple, Xie Yan. He has the bearing of a master. Please. This is the spirit leading Joss stick, there is no difference if we use it now or tomorrow. The joss stick was lightened and the souls shall be followed. The joss stick of the Fanxin sect is a treasure. Everyone has entered the minor realm to face the trial. The wooden fish of the Lotus Nunnery can awake the lost and the strayed. The Soul Temple presented Kasaya, reflecting the theme of the trial and the realm. The theme of today's trial is 8 trials of life, 8 punishments in hell. So this is the treasure of Buddhism. The power I felt is incredible. This is the main world indeed. They only know Hinayana and they can't understand the inclusiveness of Mahayana. But they somehow work the method to this extent. It's pretty impressive. Humph? Why can't I stretch my arms and legs? Something tied me lip. What is happening? I become a baby? Got it. 8 trials of life. The first trial is birth. This is a simulation of 8 trials. This is so boring. They kept our memories and consciousness. If everyone knows this is fake, what's the meaning of this trial? I'm so tired. Infants haven't developed much brain. I want to go back to sleep after thinking. This is so annoying. The simulation is incredible. I grew up from a baby so fast. I wonder what kind of power was used to do this. I would at least resist if they used spiritual power. They want me to experience certain periods of time. The rest of the memories are just meaningless and far-fetched. You are too weak. These are just some fake memories, but it feels so real. At least my fake sister makes me worried about her. Luckily, I have the Finger of Nirvana. I can save her simply by. Isn't Finger of Nirvana a great technique? I can use it when I was in other small worlds. This is just a simulated trial. Why didn't it work? No. The most important thing is, I can't feel the connection between me and the system anymore. I can't even summon Qinger. 8 trials of life, big punishments in hell. You woke up first. You are a worthy disciple of mine. Quan Qing, the trial is too easy. My disciple made it through the first round without any effort. The first round was the 8 trials of life. Everyone needs to experience a different life to see if they can start to pursue Buddhism in the end. After starting the journey of pursuing Buddhism, they will face all sorts of temptations, diverting them from Buddhism. The ones who have unwavering faith in Buddha shall break through the trial. The Wushang sect values killing. Anyone who dares to stand in your way will be killed. You kill your lovers, relatives, friends, and masters. You thought killing proved how faithful you were, but it is a demonic method. If the method can lead you to the path of Arhat, you shall not question it. You guys are so narrow-minded. Pitiful, so pitiful, ha ha ha. This monk made too much noise. The first trial is 8 trials of life. I'm not surprised that the disciple of the Wushang sect is the first one who accomplished the trial, but I'm afraid 8 punishments in hell won't be easy for them. Forget about it. We should focus on our disciples. Today's trial is a great opportunity. But Daoyun is already a pre-celestial fighter. Your minor realm won't work on her. Daoyun will have her own chance. You don't need to worry. Your disciple is talented. Why is he still trapped in the realm? I know Xie Yan too well. I don't worry about him, however. I'm quite curious when Monk Excellence will wake up and how is he going to make it? Why do you care about Monk Excellence so much? He said a human could become Buddha and that made him so different. I'd like to see how far he can go. He is just an arrogant maniac. What makes him so different? All the monks in the trial chose to become monks at a young age. Even that Tu Wangxing from the Wushang sect also followed the same path. That showed how much faith they had. And they would make the same decision even they started a new life. Monk Excellence hasn't even become a monk when became 20. It's not hard to see how chaotic his mind is. Don't worry, this is just the beginning. Monk Excellence is new to the Buddhism methods in the Han Empire. I won't be surprised no matter how weird he acts through the trial. In my opinion, Buddhism relies on meditation. Monk Excellence didn't even meditate for once. I wonder if he had already seen through the 8 trials of life and decided to live as a mortal in a simple way. Holy crap, I can't summon system or Qinger. I can't even practice martial arts. How should I get through exactly? My younger sister and dad all passed away. Mom also married another guy. I know this is fake, but I spent so many years with them. How could I stay impassive? The most annoying thing is, no matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't turn my miserable life around. I know what this simulation is trying to do now. It wants to break me again and again mentally until I understand something. Pitifully, I'm not a real monk. I only feel extremely depressed after these shits happened. I can't come up with any deep life philosophy after my family was fucked up. Lucky. What happened to you, Lucky? Seriously, it's just a dog. The second life. Our child is sick since he was born. I'm afraid he wouldn't live for long. Luckily, he is a son of a rich family. They can sustain his life using money. This body sucks. I can't even leave my bed. I have a bad feeling. I didn't realize I had to travel from world to world. Holy crap. If I can't come up with some Buddhist philosophy, will I be trapped in this place forever? Are you kidding me? I'm just a resentful man from a demonic sect. Even I can understand some Buddhist theories. I won't be able to practice them with sincerity. I just can't do it. The third life. The fourth life. The fifth life. The sixth life. What the heck? When will this crappy simulation end? Why do those monks hate mortal people so much? Seriously. Buddha said mortal lives suffered, but he couldn't mean that they suffered this much. They eliminated every chance in my lives. I couldn't even try. Men are not puppets. Lives are not scripted. 8 trails? Fuck you. I will decide my own fate. Master Xie Yan. You've finally answered me. Qinger? This small world is so weird. I was kicked out when we came in. I could only see you reincarnating again and again. So you've been with me all this time? Yeah, it almost felt like a 5D movie. Your life was miserable, Master. Bad things happened to you all the time. I was so stupid. I didn't realize you were forced until now. Luckily, you finally heard my voice. Thank you, Qinger. Or I wouldn't have known how to break through. These trials targeted me specially. Even I could understand the pain brought by 8 trials. I still couldn't reconcile myself and let it be. That's why I couldn't accept everything and break through. That's why that master from my previous life said I was talented. But he wouldn't let me be a monk. I can't let things go like everyone else. That's why I can't be a good monk. Those monks are cunning. I was being too careless. Luckily, you woke me up, Qinger. You broke through from the small world for now, but you can only sustain the form of a spirit. You still can't get out. This is enough. Buddhism requires breakthroughs. My fake body is still in the fake realm while my spirit has been freed. This is a semi-breakthrough caused by a special method, I would say. When you are still in that realm, you won't be able to see through things. I feel wide awake after getting out. The trap doesn't work on me anymore. The scripted life, the unavoidable fate, the irresistible ending, everything in this simulation magnified the pain and suffering in our lives. You probably couldn't stand these in a real life, not to mention the trial is even harder. You can't see through it, and you can't get rid of it. Life is so changeable. For me, however, the unbreakable spell of life doesn't exist. Everything can be fake or true, but I am the truest of them all. Since this is all fake, I will just get rid of it. Monk Excellence still knows nothing about reincarnation after spending 6 lives in that trial. I thought he was different. Wait, is Monk Excellence going to break through now? The faith in Buddha and the realization of the mortal world are the keys to breakthrough, but Monk Excellence didn't even show the slightest trace of interest in turning to the Buddha. I thought he was corrupted. How come he is waking up right now? He wasted 5 lives, but he managed to break through in the next life. He is a worthy disciple of the Rosefinch Temple indeed. He made it? But how? I can't understand. I didn't see any signs before. How come Monk Excellence just broke through? Monk Excellence's cultivation is great. He seemed like he wasted 5 lives, but there must be some hints we failed to observe. That's why he succeeded all of a sudden. I am right. If I can get rid of the trap spiritually, I can wake up. Origin points are everywhere. It seems like I'm finally back to reality. Damn, it's even a live show? Luckily, they can't see the participants' faces during the trials, and they seem to be unable to sense Qinger inside me, or I'll be exposed. You're quite something, Monk Excellence. I've never heard of the way you broke free. May I ask how you made it? He's not bad. Even I almost failed. I managed to break free with Qinger's help, but he was on his own. I only care about the result. 8 trials of life. The way out would appear when I killed all the obstacles. This is Wushang Sect's value. Unlike the other irresolute monks, Xie Yan probably would fail at this level. Ha ha. Killing does work, but I just can't kill the innocent. But from the Buddhistic point of view, the experience is worth it as long as we gain new knowledge and enlightenment. I'm not a real monk, but at least I could understand the trial's key point. Tu Wanxing happened to use the wrong way to get the right answer. I wonder if that's a good thing. Huh! Which sect or temple does this monk come from? He looks immersed himself in it, and about to fail. You're stuck in the trail. Repeat the Heart of Prajnaparamita Sutra to sweep away the distracting thoughts and reinforce your mind. Yes, thank you for enlightening me. That should be the right way of communicating Buddhism. Discover, mend, and exceed the deficiency. The elder disciple from the Soul Temple doesn't seem well either. I told you he couldn't make it. No matter how good cultivation bases these balds have, they can't achieve anything if they don't drop their hypocrisy. No way, Xie Yan is the elder disciple. After all, he must have a deep understanding of Buddhism. Normally people would fail the trial because they lack experience. But he must have made some breakthrough. Xie Yan has been stuck in the bottleneck for a while. I'm glad to see him finally making progress. He made it because of his accumulated daily efforts. There are not many people who truly understand Buddhism. Most of them are trapped in their minds and unable to get out. It's okay, we can help them find solutions through this, unlike those demon sects that would only waste the profound meaning. Monk Excellence's performance was not what I thought, but it didn't surprise me. Monk Excellence is indeed something. He's stuck in the 8 trials of life but yet broke free at the last second. Perhaps he does understand Buddhism deeply and enjoys it. Good for him. The spirit-leading jaw stick is about to burn out. Please be ready to hit the wooden fish, Nun Simei. Sure. 3 knocking to awake everyone, so their sanity will be with them. Chime. Am I in my previous life or current life? Am I alive? Then who was buried in the earth? The first trial is over. Shaochan Temple 1 passed, Daoji Temple 1 passed, Jiangan Hall 1 passed, Qinglian Nunnery 1 passed, Shiyu Sect 1 passed. Not many people from decent sects passed. Small sects are either left with 1 qualifier or none at all. Soul Temple 5 passed, Fanxin Sect 4 passed, Lotus Nunnery 4 passed, Wushang Sect 7 passed, and Monk Excellence passed as well. The past, please rest for a moment, then we'll start the second trial. Please light the jaw stick, Elder Sui. Mr. Xie Yan. Well done, Qinger. Should we get out of here now, Master? That would be boring. I can't get along well with the 8 trials of life illusion, but it's interesting and somehow resonated demonic art of Ogdoad tribulations. Maybe it's because of the demonic art of Ogdoad tribulations, I can still control the body inside the illusion after getting out of there. Everything is in control. Since they can see me live streaming outside, I'll make a show for them. What the hell? I don't accept this. Go to hell with me. Bring it on, I'm not afraid of you. If this illusion didn't seal my power, I'd have killed all of you. They can't be killed, the priority is to leave the dead water. Is there really a shore anyway? The second trial is so hard, the ghosts would kill me in a second after I went in there. Looks like Tu Wangxing can hardly withstand it. True. The ghosts can't be killed, after all. It's hard for the Wushang sect to pass this trial. How stupid. Indeed, he focuses too much on fighting to realize that the boat doesn't move at all. Xie Yan holds still, but the ghosts are pushing his boat forward. Vajira is nothing but a killing weapon for Tu Wangxing, but Xie Yan chanced to enhance Vajira's Buddhistic power to isolate as much evil as possible. People fall into hell because of their evil doings. The everlasting night tortures them and blocks them from Buddhism. It's rare to see someone keeping his mind clear in such an evil place. Good for Xie Yan. If he keeps it up, the ghosts will push him out of the sea of afflictions. I'm not worried about Xie Yan, but Monk Excellence surprised me once more. What is Monk Excellence doing? I've been hosting the Buddhist debate for decades, but it's the first time I see that. I love the whole world. I enjoy the beautiful flowers and the wonderful mountains. What kind of rhythm can make me laugh? What song is the most joyful? The view is good. Demonic art of Ogdoad tribulations looks childish compared to this lake of ghosts. I can't see any sign of shore at all, Master. Would this place be boundless? No, they wouldn't let us solve what can't be solved. We'll just roam more on this lake of ghosts. The ghosts look terrifying, but they're actually interesting. The stronger you hit them, the more fiercely they'll hit your boat, but poking them gently can press them to the water. See? We're almost there. Xie Yan went with the stream. It wasn't smooth, but he went ashore eventually. Tu Wangxing went ashore with serious injuries. He might not have enough strength to complete the Monk Excellence looks leisurely. The evil whisper couldn't work on him at all, and he took the initiative to find the shore in the meanwhile. He's indeed powerful. Yes, he's very talented and can be trusted with great responsibility. Let's see his performance in the following trials. I keep becoming various animals after getting ashore. Is this tribulation of beast? I've never had such an experience. It's much cooler than VR or whatnot. What am I this time? A big cat? Oh, I'm a tiger, so cute. I'm so hungry. There's a rabbit, I'll eat that. Monk Excellence seems to enjoy it a lot. Blind. Deaf. Blind, deaf, and mute. Humph, A man without 5 senses and has to be a beggar for his life. Does the trial want the participant to experience a miserable life? I'll just draw my true spirit out of the body when it comes to such a test. I can't feel any of the pain. I only need to keep a smile on my body. There are people playing operas. Master, let's go over there and have a look. Whoa, someone threw a piece of feces instead of a meat bun, and Monk Excellence is eating it with a smile. Smile no matter what happened, just like the Buddha. He was born with the concept of the body as nothing but a vessel of the soul. Keep playing the music, keep dancing. This time the illusion gave me a rich, long life. I'd been living for over 500 years. 500 years of splendid life. It's joyful but a bit boring. Would you like to play, Master? Huh. Ha, come. Monk Excellence. How indecent. Ha ha ha. Monk Excellence often brings us surprises. The illusion got everything that reality has. Look. It's outrageous. I'm too shy to look at it. Aren't you worried that the abbots outside may disqualify you? The 3 abbots learned the concept of flesh would turn into skeletons eventually a long time ago. They wouldn't mind. I wanted to see how real this illusion world can be. Perhaps it can help me cultivate the demonic art of Agdoad tribulations. But pity that the 2 arts are very different despite their similar names. I can't use this to complete the other 3 tribulations. But I can absorb the artifact power that the monks used to create this illusion world with demonic art of Agdoad tribulations. I have to beat the trials in advance, though, or I won't gain anything. I wonder which tribulation the artifact will enhance. The illusion world will vanish after the artifact power is absorbed. I can pretend it like I beat the trials ahead of schedule. It's time to return to reality. He can't be swayed no matter what happened. Good for him. Looks like Monk Excellence has entered the realm of mind as a clear mirror. Monk Excellence beat the trials ahead of time. I admire his deep understanding of Buddhism. Monk Excellence passed the trials just like that? And he was the first one. Excellence indeed, he's much stronger than us. Amitabha. I can feel that something about the tribulation of hungry ghosts changed. Looks like the artifact power fell on it. Huh, is Xie Yan experiencing the tribulation of hungry ghosts? I didn't know the hungry ghost and illusion can be inflected in reality. The enhanced tribulation of hungry ghosts can absorb hungry ghosts, and the ones coming from devout monks are the best food. The strength of my tribulation of hungry ghosts can be improved further if it can devour those. But I can't do anything bold while there are so many eyes around. What a pity! So hungry! Great! You finally beat the tribulation of hungry ghosts, Xie Yan. This is the most dangerous one of the 8 punishments in hell. It's extremely hard to help hungry ghosts regain their human shapes, but you did it. Hungry ghosts can't meet Buddhas, so their evil power is the strongest. Xie Yan used to fail at this level before, but now he finally saw through it and comprehended something. Xie Yan has met my expectations. You finally came out, Xie Yan. I saw the light of Buddhism covered you before waking up. You must have gained a lot. I thought it was rare enough for me to overcome my mind and beat the trials, but you were faster than me. I took the shortcut, that's all. I skipped the most dangerous tribulation of hungry ghosts. Huh, was that even an option? Fundamentally there is no Bodhi tree, nor stand of a mirror bright. Since all is void from the beginning, where can the dust alight? Fundamentally there is no Bodhi tree, I see. Even a random poet from you comes with great Buddhism, Monk Excellence. Damn, what did you see? I don't even understand what I said. There's not much time left, and the others don't seem ready to get out of the illusion. I think there will be only Xie Yan, and I left for the 3rd trial. Nice. Now I'm definitely an excellent performer. The system fragment will be mine. Damn. What did Tu Wangxing do to attract so many hungry ghosts? Tribulation of hungry ghosts can contaminate minds greatly. Xie Yan struggled out of it because he's very firm on Buddhism. Tribulation of hungry ghosts is a natural buster for Tu Wangxing's Buddhism. He may end here. He's almost a hungry ghost maker. I want to devour him. Wushang's sect practices Buddhism by cultivating 100 mortal desires, admitting self-inferiority, and experiencing the demonic desires deeply to achieve the greatness of nirvana. The 2nd trial of Decent Temple's Buddhist debate is actually very hard for Wushang's sect. We cultivate desires, and 8 punishments in hell dig out participants' dark sides. It could be devastating for immature Wushang's sect disciples because their desires might devour them easily and made them lost. But it could be an opportunity to exceed yourself, restrain 8 punishments in hell, and reach the next level. Don't let me down, kid. The spirit-leading Joss stick is about to burn out. Please be ready to hit the wooden fish. None Simei. Sure. What's the hurry? The joss stick hasn't burned out yet. If we wait until then, the disciples who have immersed too deeply will be hard to get out, so of course we should wake them up before it burns out. Don't make trouble, Monk Wujie. Why are you so impatient, Simei? Give up, Wujie. Tu Wangxing has lost his mind. Staying in the illusion will only make him suffer more. I understand your disciple would gain a lot if he made it this time, however. It'd be not worth it if he made mistakes and hurt himself. Just wait for a moment. With my disciple's talent, he will beat it. Buddhist debate isn't held just for you, Wujie. Besides your disciple, there are others in the illusion world as well. You crossed the line, Wujie. Why do you have to do this, Master Wujie? Ha! Do you think I'm afraid of you? The awakening must wait, no matter you like it or not. Damn, why are they about to fight? What about the trial and my relic? Oh. Wangxing. He's in it too deeply. Wake him up now. Don't you knock on that. Qi deviation will either kill or disable him, Wujie. Do you want to see your disciple become disabled? It's his fate. I'll take whatever that comes out. A demon sect indeed, that's hardcore, but this is my chance. Here. Too many of them will drown you. Let me share some of your pressure. This is? Monk excellence can absorb others' hungry ghosts? What an amazing disciple from Rosefinch Temple. Rosefinch Temple's Demon Taming Sutra states that hungry ghosts can only be released, not absorbed, but now it looks like Monk excellence has discovered his own way. I made it, Master. You didn't let me down. Kid, your body is injured, but the refinement that 8 punishments in hell have done to you can offset all abuse. Thank Monk excellence now. If he didn't absorb the hungry ghosts on you, you wouldn't make it. Thank you, Monk excellence. If someone has to suffer in hell, I'll do it. Good, very good. I knew absorbing his hungry ghosts would wake him up. That was a nice feast, and my hungry ghosts are much stronger now. If someone has to suffer in hell, I'll do it. Monk excellence indeed. Buddhist debates trials are for helping you understand something new and make improvements. Tu Wangxing gained with the help of Monk excellence. That's his good luck. We've given Wujie the moment he wanted, Nun Simei. I don't think he'll stop you from ringing the bell now. How about we both take a step back? Today is Buddha's blessing day. It's bad to fight in front of Buddha. Let's forget about it. Huh? What? Looks like we couldn't make it to the 3rd trial. What a shame. No need to stay here any longer. Let's go back. I managed to pass the 2nd trial, Master. How can I give up now? We've reached our goal, and you're seriously hurt. We don't have to continue. No, those decent balds will laugh at us if we give up without a fight. I can go on. I thought Wushang's sect would be defeated in the 2nd trial like always, but Tu Wangxing beat it. Tu Wangxing might not be able to beat it if Monk excellence didn't help him. The 2nd trial is over. Xie Yan from Soul Temple, Tu Wangxing from Xie Yan, and Monk excellence from Rosefinch Temple have passed the trial. The 3rd trial is not about the illusion world. Participants who have passed the former trials, please take a step forward and get ready for the last trial. Worship the Buddha. You've experienced all the sufferings of life and got enlightened. There are very few disciples who could do that in the past. This year, we have 3 disciples who obtained the honor of worshipping Buddha. It's good news for all of us. The last trial is different from the previous 2. The 3rd spirit-leading joss stick that Elder Suwei is about to light can let you see your true self, resonate with the Buddha's statue in the Spirit Mountain, and activate Dharma image. Dharma image? Something like Body of Bliss Buddha or Mantra of Middle Heaven Polaris? Please note that I won't ring the bell in the last trial. I'll light the joss stick now, please be ready. It's about to start, but can a fake monk like me resonate with it? Most importantly, what should I do after activating it? Can't they be specific? Guess I have to play by ear. I see. Ha ha ha, I've comprehended it. Wangxing. What the hell did you do? He's injured. He passed out because he was exhausted. Don't worry, Monk Wujie. But Tu Wangxing has lost the qualification to worship the Buddha. You can let him rest in a guest room in Soul Temple if you don't mind. Bah. I don't need your fake sympathy. I have faith, I discipline, learn, share, study, debate, and have the Agama Sutra and self-awareness. No, I shouldn't have understood so little. If I don't know myself, I can't discipline, learn, share, study, debate, and have the Agama Sutra and self-awareness. Monk Tu Wangxing was too impatient. The Dharma image wouldn't appear that quickly if he thought about it a bit carefully. You mean the 3rd trial isn't simple? Well, I'll spoil the fun part if I tell you now. Let's see if Xie Yan and Monk Excellence can comprehend it. Xie Yan's Dharma image has shown. It's not stable, but it's visible. But nothing happened around Monk Excellence yet. I'd suspect he's a real monk if he didn't perform so well in the last 2 trials. I feel strange, but since Master said we could make Dharma image shown, I should hang on. Hang in there, Xie Yan. Why hasn't Monk Excellence shown anything? Could it be Buddha doesn't approve of Monk Excellence's arrogance? Xie Yan should have sensed something, but he's missing the last bit. It's good for him to last this long. As for Monk Excellence, nothing happened to him. Could it be? Amitabha. I knew a fake monk wouldn't sense anything, but 2 Wangxing and Xie Yan have resonated with Dharma image already. I'll lose if I don't show them something, and people may suspect my identity. I can't fake the Dharma image, but I can do it differently. What's with the golden light? It doesn't look like the Dharma image. Monk Excellence. Demonic art of Ogdoad tribulations, tribulation of altered Buddha. Xie Yan, you've shown. It's like the sun in the sky. The Buddha has descended to enlighten the world. The Buddha's light is so shiny, but I can't see the Dharma image. Why is Xie Yan worshipping him? What did Monk Excellence do? Amitabha. The Buddha is merciful, it enlightens all living beings. What happened? Why did Xie Yan's Dharma image disappear? What happened after Monk Excellence touched his head? I've been hosting the Buddhist debate for decades, but it's the first time I see that. Do you know what's happening, Abbot Quan Qing? Monk Excellence is indeed different. If I'm right, he should have seen the nature of this trial and even has spare strength to enlighten Xie Yan, in case he followed the path that 2 Wangxing went. The Han Empire's Buddhist debate is truly amazing. I've gained so much. My time was worth it. I admit defeat. What? I feel so refreshed after you enlighten me. It proves how wide the strength gap is between us. Why would you admit defeat instead of showing your Dharma image? You got me wrong, Xie Yan. I wanted to experience the well-known Buddhist debate, and I did it, so I won't compete for the Han Empire's Buddhistic treasure with you. But of course, I'd be grateful if you could let me have a look at the relic. Monk Excellence has a clear mind and 6 roots of sensations. No wonder you could make it to one of the contemporary arhats in the Rosefinch Temple. Our tricks must seem laughable for you. Good, they're praising me instead of accusing me of being a demonic monk, so even the pre-celestial masters in the main world can't see through tribulation of altered Buddha as long as I don't use it against the group. I manipulated Xie Yan with tribulation of altered Buddha and then removed the side effects with Finger of Nirvana. The show was perfect. Since I can get close to relic either way, I might as well take a step back to win their favor and gain a good reputation and origin points as Monk Excellence. Since I can get close to relic either way, I might as well take a step back to win their favor and gain a good reputation and origin points as Monk Excellence. The main world is indeed strong. The tribulation of altered Buddha was powerful in small worlds, but I could only use it as a special effect. Without the chance and environment, I couldn't manipulate Xie Yan even for a few seconds. I've been cultivating Buddhism for decades, and I thought I had a firm faith, but Monk Excellence enlightened me that my vision is still too narrowed. Listening to you for one moment is much better than reading books for 10 years. Is that Daoyun? Ha. Daoyun has a clear mind. Monk Excellence's words must have helped her make progress in her breakthrough. Thank you, Monk Excellence. It's my pleasure. What the heck? What's that supposed to mean? Xie Daoyun always upgrades with my efforts. That eccentric woman, I'll take my advantages back someday. Since Monk Excellence has admitted defeat, then today's Buddhist debate's winner is. The winner should be Monk Excellence. Haven't you come around to the results, Xie Yan? Please enlighten me, Master. The 3rd trial is all about giving up is victory. Giving up is victory? We Buddhism cultivators can only show the Dharma image after reaching the pre-celestial stage, but under the influence of the Buddha statue, you thought you could show it when you're level 9 post-celestial cultivators, but because of your realm level, it was impossible for you to make it. This trial wanted you to know your deficiency and give up to beat it. Monk Excellence clearly knew that. He didn't show the Dharma image at all, and under the influence of the Buddha statue, he even had some spare strength to help you get out of confusion. I see, I didn't think of that. Thank you for enlightening me, Monk Excellence. You were just confused in the game, Xie Yan. You'd come around eventually even without me. What a coincidence. Should I thank Buddha for my good luck? Stop flattering each other. How hypocritical. You've nagged a lot, but Monk Excellence won anyway. Monk Excellence, you saved my disciple, and I owe you one. This is an ebony prayer bead, my exclusive token, take it. Come to Wushang's sect on Skyscraping Ridge, Daba Mountain, when you're free. With this bead, our people won't stop you, and you can visit me directly. I'll do that for sure if I have the chance. Goodbye. Are we just leaving like this, Master? Be patient. We rarely come here, so I have to let Soul Temple see what I'm capable of. It was rare that Wujia didn't make a scene this year. Didn't he make enough scene when he stopped you from ringing the bell? Amitba. He even convinced those evil monks from Wushang's sect. Throughout the entire Buddhist debate, Monk Excellence's understanding of Buddhism is ahead of everyone. Arhat in the Rosefinch Temple indeed. Amazing Monk Excellence. Relic awaits in our temple's silence room, Monk Excellence. There it is. To avoid people's unintentional disturbance, we set it as a forbidden ground in the valley. What a nice place to meditate Buddhism. My efforts were worth it. I finally got the chance to get close to it. Why are there 4 masters sitting around the silence room? Are they here to meditate as well? Now there's only the hardest problem left for me to solve. The container will be broken after I absorb the system fragment. They'll only lend the relic to me to cultivate for 7 days. If I break it, Soul Temple won't let it go easily. They are pre-celestial elders in Soul Temple. They choose to meditate here to protect the forbidden ground. And at night they'll chant to help the person in silence room fast concentrate. Now I know why Soul Temple is one of the top 3 temples in the Han Empire. There's only a 10% to 20% chance for me to escape at night with Rainbow's Shift after destroying Relic and being chased by 4 pre-celestial masters. In that case, the Monk Excellence identity will be a goner, too. And who knows if there are some formation traps in the forbidden ground. I worked hard to win the Buddhist debate to confirm one thing. The silence room is here. The jade box that places the treasure is made from our founder's jade cushion. It's also a treasure in Soul Temple. Please handle it with care. I see. Thank you for taking me here. I need to confirm which is the system fragment. Is it the relic or? I knew it. If this wasn't the case, I had to give up on upgrading the system and come back for relic after I reached the pre-celestial stage. System fragment detected. Integrate? I guessed it right. The system fragment is the box, not the relic. Judging from previous experience, the system fragment were all attached to jade, but the relic is a reverend monk's bone. Integrate. Destroying a box with sentimental value will upset Soul Temple, but they won't do anything to Monk Excellence for it. However, this identity's reputation and Buddhistic favor will drop. I'm okay with it since it's forgetting the system fragment. Meanwhile, good, Soul Temple would never think that I'd sneak in with Wushang's sect's Aries shift. I couldn't do anything when they placed the relic in the center of gate formation in Treasure Hall. But Monk Excellence won, and they moved it to a forbidden ground with exorcism formation, for pre-celestial guardians can't stop me. Monk Excellence will lose a good chance, but I owe him one already. I'll just add another. Wushang's sect can afford to pay him back. The jade box is in ashes. Monk Excellence could sense the relic's Buddhism essence not long after he came here. And I wonder what profound Buddhism the relic has to influence an excellent monk like him so much that he accidentally crushed the box. Arhat Dutian, the founder of Soul Temple's theories are much different than Wushang's sect's, but if I can study the relic, perhaps I can complete my theories. System fragment fused, system upgraded, current level, level 3, transmigration function is upgraded. The system is now upgraded to level 3, improving transmigration. Improving transmigration? It didn't let me wait before. Wait, the air is fluctuating behind me. Someone's here. Monk Excellence, Monk Wujia? Is another person in the silence room? Who dares to break into Soul Temple's forbidden ground? I accidentally released a breath, and the 4 old monks outside noticed me. I've seen many Buddhism cultivators in various empires, Monk Excellence, but when it comes to the understanding and luck of Buddhism, you're the best. Please come to Wushang's sect when you're free. And don't indulge yourself in Soul Temple's Buddhism. Having a taste of it would be enough. He's a great arhat for sure. A bright future is awaiting him. I can't let the Soul Temple have him. I must befriend him on behalf of the Wushang sect. Ha ha ha, I'll let you understand Wushang sect's Buddhism then. Alright, I should go before too late. See you. Excuse me, what are you doing here exactly? Is Wujia here to snatch the relic? Then why did he leave? I don't think he came here just to praise me. Ha ha ha. Looks like the 4 guardians of Soul Temple's strength has been improved even more. I'd say the same to your stealth, Monk Wujia. We only noticed you after you sneaked into the silence room. Are you here for the relic? Is Monk Excellence hurt? Borrowing is not the same as stealing. Besides, Monk Excellence helped Wushang's sect. How would I hurt him? Ha, you took the upper hand this year, again, ha ha ha. He must have been here to snatch the relic. We can't let our Buddhist relic fall into the hands of Wusheng sect. The relic is still in the silence room. Looks like Wujia didn't succeed. Monk Excellence must have protected it, and made Wujia expose himself to the four guardians. Successfully protected the relic from Wujia. Monk Excellence has deep martial cultivation as well. Monk Excellence looks well, but why is he out? Wujia must have disturbed him too much that he can't calm his mind. Thank you, everyone, I've finished studying the relic. The time wasn't enough for activating the relic. Have you learned anything? I've gained too much from the Buddhist debate, and I was lucky enough to get so close to the relic. I shouldn't desire more. Compared to losing my tranquility for greed, I'd like to give it to someone else who needs it more. Xie Yan, if you can reach the pre-celestial stage with this, I'll be honored. Monk Excellence? But the jade box was accidentally. I'm willing to be punished for it. I tried a fake monk like me couldn't activate anything from the relic at all. I might as well use it to make amends to keep my reputation at an average level. You were dragged into this incident, Monk Excellence, but you blame yourself for it. How merciful you are. Wujia broke into the forbidden ground and tried to steal our relic. He did it because Soul Temple hadn't protected this place well enough. As a post-celestial martial artist, you did great by protecting the relic for a moment. You couldn't take care of everything. I have to thank you for protecting our relic, Monk Excellence. I wish I could be stronger. Wujia took the blame for me. That's good. I remember you traveled the world to comprehend Buddhism and reach the pre-celestial stage, right? Studying the relic can enlighten you to fulfill your concept of everyone is a Buddha and help your cultivation advance. You don't have to give up the chance just because the jade box is broken. Not just that. I think traveling the world suits me more than meditating in a silence room. Besides, I've learned something while I was in the silence room. Buddhism is a ship that carries people across the bridge between life and death. The great Buddhism can be any vehicle to help people advance. The great Buddhism can be any vehicle to help people advance. How nice. Well said. If everyone in this world can be a Buddha, how wonderful will that be? I hope you can practice with that theory in the future to prove your Buddhism. I'll keep what you said in mind, masters. It's getting late, I should go on with my journey. Amitabha. Good, getting the system fragment went well. Now I just need to wait for the system to complete upgrading. Buddhist debate is over, and I'm done being a monk. It's time to be Xie Yan again and find the woman who can help me reach the pre-celestial stage. Please wait, Monk Excellence. Huh? I haven't thanked you in person. Xie Daoyan? Why does she want to thank me? I was watching you beating the trials, and I'd learned so much. After I reached the pre-celestial stage, I felt I had great responsibilities on my shoulders but didn't know what to do. Your theories enlightened me, and my cultivation realm was loosened as well. You're truly my savior. I can't thank you enough. You flattered me. You made it because you're talented. Even in the eyes of flowery anecdotes, Xie Daoyan is a top beauty. But she's the kind of woman who could travel with a bunch of handsome men and handle everything well. She seems not to be the innocent type. But which type is she? Let me find out with flowery technique. Let me see your true color, woman. What's wrong? Haha, nothing, I'm just thinking about how fickle fate is. She meets everything that flowery sword power requires to reach the pre-celestial stage. Looking like a social butterfly, she actually has a clear and innocent heart. I've searched for a while, but it's you the whole time. At the foot of Soul Temple Octagonal Pavilion. Di Xiaoyao from the Han Empire's royal family, the 8th Prince Child Golden Jade. The person who'll enjoy this pot of tea with me. I wonder when she will come. She's coming. Huh? The person beside Fairy Daoyan. He seems to be Monk Excellence from the Tang Empire. Pavilion of Elites has illustrated books about him. I heard Monk Excellence was traveling in the Han Empire, but I didn't think I'd see him here today, and he looks very close to Fairy Daoyan. I know he's a monk, but I've never heard Daoyan would be so warm to a foreigner. Does she like this monk? Fairy Daoyan, Monk Excellence. My name is Di Xiaoyao. I've waited here for a while. Who is he? Should Monk Excellence know this man? I didn't think you'd come so early, Child D. Nice to meet you. They have a date? Don't mind it, Daoyan. Having tea and listening to the Buddhist debate at the foot of Soul Temple is interesting. I saw you and Monk Excellence talking in joy in the distance. You must have been friends for a long time. I've admired Monk Excellence for a long time, but it's the first time I see him in person. I see, sorry about making assumptions. Monk Excellence is the contemporary arhat of Rosefinch Temple in the Tang Empire. His temple is different from Fanxin sect, which requires disciples to live with the world. Looks like I have nothing to worry about. I didn't mean to offend you, please don't mind, Monk Excellence. None taken. This golden man is interested. I wonder if he's interested in the person I think it is. I know our date is tomorrow, but since we've already met, let's make the date today. I know Fanxin sect's rules. If you have any questions about me being the reincarnation of Polaris, ask away. So Xie Yan didn't come to Woyang City just for Buddhist debate. She's here to find the reincarnation of Polaris as well. Is he the target this time? Is Xie Yan out of the game? The Polaris is the master of fate and has the responsibility to unify the decent and demon sects. What made you think you're the reincarnation of it? Every Polaris of the Han Empire was one of the most outstanding people at the time. 5 beauties and 5 childs are the best of our time, and I'm one of them. The Polaris reincarnation should be noble and exemplary. People should feel the imperial aura from the person. As you know, I mediated disputes between decent and demon sects and suppressed the chaos that the northern barbarians inflicted. No other peers had ever done such accomplishments. Besides, I cultivate the Han Empire's royal martial art Qilong Sutra. Do you know any martial art that's more honorable than this? I must be the Polaris reincarnation. What do you think, Xie Yan? I believe you'll have the power to do everything you want someday. If you're the Polaris, what kind of martial world will you build? Ha! The martial world and the court should help each other. Everything has its established order, and I'll be the creator and key player. Is my answer satisfactory, Miss Xie Yan? He's arrogant. I see. I look forward to traveling with you, Child D. But our date was set for tomorrow. I'm just walking Monk Excellence out. There should be some following arrangements about Buddhist debate later, so I'm afraid we can't take off right away. I'll follow your schedule. I'll wait for you by the ferry in the city west at noon tomorrow. I wanted to invite Miss Xie Yan to drink tea with me, but I didn't think you'd come as well, Monk Excellence. Please wait for a moment. Lu Qin, get us another cup. Yes. No need for the trouble, sir. It's getting late, I should go. What a shame. You must give me the honor of having tea with you if we meet again. Finding the Polaris must be tiring, Miss Xie. I wish you good luck. Thank you, farewell, Monk Excellence. Di Xiaoyao asked Xie Yan to verify if he's the Polaris reincarnation, but clearly that's not what he exactly wants. He's only into Xie Yan. Whatever, I never took the initiative on any girl before, but based on my experience, no woman can resist my beautiful smile. Half a day later. I've thought about it. It's better for me to approach Xie Yan as Monk Excellence. Xie Yan already has Qinxinxi. It'll raise the difficulty to hell if I use that identity, and it'll be hard for me to get out of this. Ugh, I want to die. Wouldn't it be harder for a monk to court women? There's no way to be loyal to both lover and Buddha. That's a famous saying coming from a monk. From now on, Monk Excellence will be a lovesick monk. Xie Yan made breakthroughs twice with my help. Now I need her help to upgrade Finger of Flowery Swords and reach the pre-celestial stage. This is a basic rule of cultivation equivalent exchange. I finally found the woman who can help me break through. I have to win her heart even when there are 3 people involved. It'll get my motor going more. Xie Yan is a pre-celestial master, so I won't let you out very often. I've got a great idea to step in, and I'll do it after saying goodbye to Ran. Alright, be careful, master. You're talented and clear-minded. No wonder Nun Simi values you. I look forward to your achievements in the future. But as far as I know about Lotus Nunnery's cultivation methods, you may have to have a break-up battle with your brother, Xie Yan the charming Jade Child, to make a breakthrough and reach excellence. It won't be a battle of life and death, but it'll cut the family relations. Think it through, Ran. Ran. I've been looking for you. I'm here to say goodbye. I've been in Woyang City long enough. Since you can take care of yourself here, I'll continue to go on my journey. Contact the Maching sect if you want to reach me. You know Lotus Nunnery and Maching sect don't like each other, but you still asked me to do something that may deem as betraying my sect. Do you dislike me so much that you finally decide to kill me with a borrowed knife? Talking about killing while Buddha is watching, you'd better keep silent. But why wouldn't you just leave the Lotus Nunnery anyway? You've only been here several months after all. Because Lotus Nunnery's cultivation methods suit me perfectly. Only Lotus Nunnery can help me reach the pre-celestial stage as soon as possible. Fine. Contact me if anything goes wrong. Be careful not to let Lotus Nunnery fool you. Brother, I just want to tell you something. How can anyone ditch their emotions when they're emotional? Why would anyone need to ditch emotions if they're ruthless? I'll find the solution to change the cultivation method of the Lotus Nunnery. See you at that time. See you then. How can anyone ditch their emotions when they're emotional? Why would anyone need to ditch emotions if they're ruthless? I knew Ran was gifted. She already understood the basics of the Lotus Nunnery's pre-celestial art, 7 clear emotions mirroring Lotus Heart. We're basically sure that Xie Yan is the Polaris. But he hasn't awakened yet. We can't announce that to the public to avoid unnecessary trouble. Di Xiaoyao is a royal member. Now that he recommended himself, it's hard for our sect to turn him down. I see. You've reached the pre-celestial stage, Daoyun. Then next for you should refine your mind with love. You'd been in touch with various young talents. Is there anyone you like? No, I only cared about finding the Polaris, and I didn't pay any attention to that. Enter the secular world, leave the secular world, and forget love after getting it. With your talent, you'll exceed our former sect leaders in recent generations and reach the multi-celestial stage for sure. Don't waste your talent. I'll start finding someone I like after this trip. I'm not interested in worldly experience, or refining my mind with love. When can I return to my sect and live a free life? The second day. The Chinese herbaceous peony that grows in the garden is colorful but has no character. The lotus that grows in the pool is clean and white but has no taste. Only the peony is a real beauty. When they bloom, it's so beautiful that everyone in the city would come to enjoy them. Lotus is beautiful, and peony is more beautiful. But if you asked me, the flower in front of me is the most beautiful. Please go aboard, Miss Daoyun. Wow, what an entrance! A pre-celestial martial artist controls silk ribbons with post-celestial dancers tied on them while spilling petals. Di Xiaoyao has the power, money, and people to do such things, and it did look splendid. Normal girls may have fallen for this by now. But Mr. Xie Yan said Xie Daoyun had seen numerous young talents. Even Xie Yan didn't win her heart, let alone these tricks. I'll report this to Master. Half a day later. We'll travel by water, passing by Chuzhou City and Yingqing City, and then travel overland in Hanling City. It's a long trip, we can take it slow. I personally arranged our schedule, hope you'll like it. Thank you, Child D, I truly look forward to it. What's with the strong energy of Yin on these birds? What's going on? I can tell there is Yin energy on those animals. And they're heading for the same place. Something may be happening ahead. Interesting, speed up and follow the animals, Lu Qing. Let's see what's going on ahead. Miss Daoyun? I must cause all living beings, those born from eggs, wombs, moisture, by transformation, those with form, those without form, those with thought, those without thought, those not totally endowed with thought, and those not totally without thought to enter nirvana without residue and be taken across to cessation. Isn't it monk excellence? What? He's chanting for animals? I thought he's handsome the last time I saw him. Now that I see him again, I think he's even more good-looking. What an otherworldly monk. I didn't expect I'd see you after opening my eyes again. What a nice surprise. Do you know why there is an energy on these animals, monk excellence? I have no idea. I was afraid the gathering in energy might hurt the animals nearby, so I decided to go downstream on a turtle and chant to comfort the animals on the way. Of course you can sense the Yin energy. How could I show such a wonder without Qing'er using Ghost Parade to drive the animals here? I admire your nobility, monk excellence. Alright, I've cleared the surrounding Yin energy completely. Fate brought us together. Where are you going? Am I interrupting your journey? You attracted numerous fishes and birds here for your chanting. Such an amazing scene really impressed me. Why do you think you're interrupting our journey? Our destination is Jie Ruins in suburban Daba City. Now we're heading to Nanyang City by water and then take a carriage there. Jie Ruins, that happens to be my destination as well. May I go with you? Am I a big enough third wheel? Is it merely a coincidence? But a monk can't be a threat to me, no matter how handsome he is. Besides, Miss Daoyun likes Buddhism. Perhaps I can use him to attract her. How can I refuse you? Come aboard, please. Thank you. Nice to meet you again, Miss Xie. Nice to meet you. I admire your profound understanding of Buddhism, monk excellence. With pre-celestial martial artist's presence, it was hard to hide Qing'er's Yin energy. I had to use tribulation of altered Buddha to cover it. Qing'er drove the animals here, and I controlled them, and I had to predict Xie Daoyun's arrival. It was even harder than fighting. The result deserves it, not bad. I hope those animals won't be too panicky after waking up from tribulation of altered Buddha. Glad to have a talk with you today, a treasure deserves its perfect match. This sutra is the only extant copy, only you can maximize its value. This Iguanine jade pendant, it can bring peace to its owner and stabilize the cultivation. You just reached the pre-celestial stage not long ago, Miss Daoyun, it suits you perfectly. I shouldn't accept such a rare gift, I didn't do anything for you. I'm not a real monk, what am I gonna do with a sutra? Alright, how about you, Miss Daoyun? I agree with Monk Excellence, I appreciate your kindness, Child D. Sorry for my negligence, I shouldn't disgrace you with worldly items. But welcome to visit my collection anytime during the trip.